Welcome back to CBS This Morning. We're learning more about the suspect in Sunday's deadly shooting at the New Jersey home of federal judge Esther Salas. The gunman killed the judge's 20-year-old son when he answered the door and seriously wounded her husband. Salas was in another part of the house at the time and was unharmed. The FBI identified the suspect as Roy Den Hollander, a self-described anti-feminist attorney. Now, he was found dead yesterday of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound about 130 miles from the judge's home. Meg Oliver is outside the home in North Brunswick right now. Meg, our hearts go out to the judge and her husband about the loss of their son. Do you have any word this morning on the motive?
Gail, good morning. The exact motive is still unclear, but we do know Roy Den Hollander criticized Judge Salas online in postings that were racist and misogynistic. Sources say the suspect arrived at this house Sunday wearing a FedEx uniform and a mask.
It was terrible, just terrible. An only child.
Marion Costanza said she collapsed when she found out her neighbor, Daniel Anderl, died from a gunshot wound to his heart.
She was a baseball sports person. Wanted to be a lawyer like his parents. If he was in his car, he'd slow down and wave to me.
The FBI says the alleged gunman, Roy Den Hollander, killed himself in a car about 2 hours from Judge Salas's home. He was found wearing a FedEx uniform and had a package addressed to the judge next to him.
Ladies' night is violating a fundamental right.
The New York attorney received media attention for lawsuits challenging what he called infringements on men's rights.
Girls should be making 69 cents an hour compared to $1 for a guy, because the average guy works 44% longer than the average girls.
He had previously been an attorney in a case before Judge Salas in which he argued against male-only military drafts.
My son Daniel Mark, who's really excited, and he wanted me to make sure that Madam Chairwoman, that you knew that he got permission from his principal to be here.
Salas was nominated by President Obama and confirmed in 2011. Her son Daniel was at the confirmation hearing when she became the first Hispanic woman to serve as a federal judge in New Jersey.
I can tell he's very proud of you. He has a big smile on his face.
In the name of the Father.
Hundreds took part in a virtual church service Monday night in Daniel's memory.
Danny was more of a son to me than a player.
Joe Augustine was his baseball coach.
When you heard the news, what went through your mind?
Just devastated, absolutely gut-wrenching, speechless. I was just so caught off guard that it was pretty much just blank.
His coach says Anderl had unlimited potential.
We stress being a good teammate here more than anything. And he was a definition of that. Always high energy, always picking up his teammates. He went above and beyond in that aspect of it.
Teammate Nick Lafredo says Anderl was selfless with a positive attitude.
He always had a smile on his face. He was always anxious to get better. He was always, the first guy to give you a high five when you did well and the first one to pick you up when you did poorly. He was just there for you no matter what.
Daniel's father, Mark Anderl, is still recovering at a local hospital while the federal investigation continues. A law enforcement source says the shooting may be linked to a murder of a prominent men's rights movement attorney in California. He was shot earlier this month by a gunman wearing a delivery man uniform. Anthony?
Such a heartbreaking story, Meg. Thank you.